New right now here at 6 o'clock, a new Southaven code ordinance has some residents feeling bent out of shape.
Yeah, Joe, starting next month, homes with visibly broken or bent blinds or shutters will be considered blighted properties. Action News 5's Garner Montgomery went to Southaven today to hear what residents have to say.
Right now, I'm outside Southaven City Hall, where, like many homes and businesses in the city, use white Venetian blinds to cover their windows. And if you don't replace your broken window blinds, you may have to pay up to $1,000 in a fine.
This is just something that we've noticed that, really impacts the property values of our residential neighborhoods. And it's broken window coverings.
Tuesday, Southaven Mayor Darren Musselwhite introduced a resolution adding broken or bent interior window coverings to the list of property code violations.
I don't like it. I do not like it at all. How can they fine you for a blind?
Residents I talked with say while broken blinds can't be unsightly, making it a code violation is extreme for such a common household problem.
I have to replace my blinds a couple times a year because of the dogs and the kids.
I don't think they constitute anything that serious. I think it makes more sense to find ways for us to offer assistance rather than offer potentially scary consequences.
I reached out to Mayor Musselwhite to ask what inspired the resolution. In his response, he said it's, quote, common sense that sensible people will tell you looks terrible. But residents say it's not a simple nor inexpensive fix.
It was about $300 just for the front, so that's a lot of money out of my pocket.
Those who receive a violation notice will have 90 days to fix their blinds and could face jail time if they ignore code enforcement. Reporting in Southaven, Garner Montgomery, Action News 5.